After years of being stuck at home, I'm on the road again to see the best Indonesia can offer. It's not a spur of the moment thing for me to be in Papua right now. This might be my last video. Or perhaps not. But seriously, this hardcore trip was a true expedition. Going deep into the heart of Papua was really a risky business. Swamps, boulders, walls, fog, rain won't stop me from reaching the ultimate goal until... So, time for a fresh start, shall we?
See Indonesia.
Before we continue, I would like to point out that we are in a high altitude, low oxygen location, so we are not wearing any mask because it could hinder oxygen flow to our lungs, which is very dangerous at this altitude. And all the expedition members have been vaccinated and tested before the expedition. To get an idea of where we are now, please take a look at this map. And that's where we are now. We have 14 porters to help with the ascent. They, the climbers, logistics and equipments are all packed in 3 4x4s.
There are at least 30 of us will begin our journey to the Habima Lake with as luck.
It takes a 2-hour drive from Wamena and a 200 meters climb to stop at Napua checkpoint.
Right, we just stopped at Napua security point where our brothers from Aceh served here.
It is good to have people guarding our bags, right? These bros from Aceh are perfect for the job. And we'll continue our journey to Habima Lake.
Welcome to Lawrence National Park. We're still far away from our dropping points. So, yeah, the temperature is, very chill. I'm heading again to our car because it's very chill here. Okay.
The road to our drop point is under construction, but the point is just by the end of it. And this is the shack, the last sign of civilization before we enter the jungles. But it is not an expedition if we don't hit some small stones, right? The porters object to the weight they're gonna carry, and we must negotiate with them again. Because when they are happy, so do we.
No, we are in a negotiation process because apparently there's a problem with our baggage because there's add-on baggage, but our porters is just 14 of them and our baggage is about 15 or 16.
Let's begin our journey.
Let's go.
So we say goodbye to our drivers.
You are here at 3,700 something above sea level. This is our dropping point where our stuff will be carried by our porters and they are managing it. And so a little bit rainy, light rain actually, but it's fog rain. Yes. So yeah, everybody is starting to pack their bags properly, and that is the course that we will take to go to the mountain and on Trikora expedition. So it begins. 1, 2, 3. This is the terrain that we must conquer.
And here we go, onwards with our expedition to a flat savanna that makes me want to run on it. But I am wrong. It is not flat. It is more like a swamp. Yes, swamp. It is wet, bouncy. It is like walking on a very large carpet of thick grass. I surely don't expect that. Swamps, sharp pointy grass, ponds, rivers, big rivers. Woohoo! Yes, we must cross this river to reach our camp. Well, it's quite far, but this ice-cold river invites us to, have fun a bit. After the river, we kind of walk for another 4 hours to reach our camp. And welcome to our portable 5-star hotel.
Tarik lagi coba mau ngecil. Terus lagi terus. Tutup.
Alright, this is our home for tonight.
Eh cepat, cover.
And maybe for the next 6 days, I guess. Yes, but the placed spot will be changed. This is the fun of it, while raining. Sorry. While raining, and we must set up our tents. Woo, still going strong.
But wait. We need a proper introduction to our portable 5-star hotel.
Oh, hello. Welcome to See Indonesia, and welcome to our hotel. Well, this is our hotel. Quite well. Some say it's expensive, but as you can see, it is a modest one. Well, it's not built by concrete or rocks, but by fabrics. Let me show you. This is the room where we slept for last night, and if you come over here, you can see our open kitchen where everybody is gathering now because we're just having breakfast. And over there, the blue one, that is our porter's cabin, where our porter's waiting for us and see us whether we need something or not. Only take a few moments to disassemble our portable 5-star hotels, and everybody now is packing and ready to continue our journey to our another spot for our 5-star hotels.
Trikora! Yes!
See the beauty? Only on See Indonesia.
Welcome to Papua! I've hiked, trekked, climbed many mountains from Sumatra to Maluku Islands. But mountains in Papua are different. Indonesia's highest peaks are located here. The nature, the climate, the mountains are a whole another level.
Still going strong.
So do we. We need to be one step ahead. To minimize risk, we need some serious equipment, unlike anything before.
And this is all of our personal stuff that will make us survive to climb the Trikora. The essential water, the climbing equipment, the sleeping equipment, trekking equipment. Oh, this is very essential. You cannot survive without this in any condition. This is the health problems equipment solver. This is the sunglasses. This is my backpack, and of course, See Today flags.
Remember the not so flat track, aka the swamp? Yes, we must walk that kind of track for 4 days.
If you think our tracks is flat, well, yeah, on the vision, but actually it's like this, up and down, and one other thing, it is very, very wet.
Your $500 fancy hiking shoes won't last long in this kind of environment. Trust me. Instead, we would need these rubber boots. Yes, the sort of footwear that you can find at hardware stores. They are cheap, reliable, and incredibly strong. Not to mention, completely waterproof. For 4 days, I've walked the swamplands, and my feet are always dry and healthy. It's even useful for climbing the vertical swamp. The grassy, muddy wall that we must climb to reach our last portable hotel or Camp Hanging Valley. And off we climb with our rubber boots. Next, the weather here is always changing by the minute. Seriously, we can't even tell whether today would be clear or rainy because the sky does whatever it wants to do.
We have our own secret weapon to deal with fog and light rain, which is that. This one. That one.
We must stay dry because the temperature here could range from -5 to 15 degrees Celsius. It is chilly around here, so if we are wet, our body temperature will drop and it is fatal. So to prevent that, we are wearing not 1, not 2, but 3 layers of clothing, plus waterproof jacket and trousers on top of them. Next, this mountain is 4,751 meters above sea level at its highest point, which consists of limestone, and we must climb it. Yep, for that, we would need to bring ourselves harness, descenders, ropes, and a lot of carabiners. And up we climb, up and up. Next, this rocky track requires a specific shoe, a hybrid of hiking and climbing shoes. We call it the approach shoes. Yes, that's 2 shoes in 1. We need approach shoes to climb between steep boulders and rocks on the main ridge, because we need confident steps on the rocky surface and safely land a grip with each one. If not, well, something bad would happen. Next, our mission will be just a story with no image if we don't bring a proper tools to capture it. That is why we bring these with us.
And so after we check our climbing gears, now we're going to recheck our documentary equipment. which are the main camera, 360 camera, action camera, flying camera. We got 2 of them, and a lot batteries.
Our equipments weigh almost 100 kilograms, and that's not counting logistics and team equipments. This is why we need 14 porters to help us. These strong men and women are our porters. They only use minimal tools because they are used to it. But of course, they still have their own limitations. They cannot climb rocks. They cannot live where trees are scarce. No, because their only weapon for conquering the cold is fire. Our porters can only follow us up to Camp 2 in Somala Cave. They can drop our stuffs to the last camp, but they can stay longer than a few hours because of the cold. We managed to provide some equipments for them, such as raincoats, buffs, carriers with back system, but they prefer their own way to trek this mountain.
See the beauty? Only on See Indonesia.
We will take a flanking route from the main ridge all the way to Trikora West Summit. Our trek will be hard to navigate. No fixed rope, no signs. There are only us and our pathfinding skills to find a safe route. But first, meet our expedition leaders. Ian is one of the first Indonesian to become a 7-summiters. Mountaineers who have climbed the highest summits in 7 continents. How cool is that? Right now, he is our operational manager.
Itu yang shark fin ya, kelihatan shark fin tajam tuh sendiri. Terus kita naik satu, nah itu ada tebing tuh. Nah kita ada di situ. Itu West Summitnya. Puncaknya masih yang sebelah ke kiri kan? Paling kiri yang ada satu itu.
His partner for this expedition is Shatiri, one of the best outdoorsmen in Indonesia.
This is our new menu from Korea mixed with Papuan water.
We also have Oswald and Onki, our cameramen on their first expedition to 4,000ers Mountain. We started to climb at 4 o'clock in the morning because it takes 6 hours to reach the West Summit and another 6 hours to descend. We stop at Boots Point to prepare for some ascent. All climbing equipment are in place, and off we go again.
Tim Summit baru mau rintis jalur ini di celah. Siap.
We're struggling for breath, unable to hold the sudden urge for more oxygen. And the trek is more brutal than before. We have to pass this gap to reach the lowest point of the ridge. As I reached the ridge, the stunning view before me left me awestruck. It's a different atmosphere in front of me. For 4 days and a half, I've walked the muddy, wet swamplands, and here everything are seemingly made of stones. We're lucky until now the weather haven't changed much. But then droplets of water began to rain from the sky. Once it was water, but then something magical happened.
Salju
We checked for our blood saturation for possible health problems before moving on. The track is now narrower than before and more dangerous to climb, so we set our rope for moving together technique. This technique could prevent team members from falling on their own. It provides faster recovery and better safety for this kind of route.
We're moving since early in the morning, I guess 4:30, and until now we searched for the track itself that really hard to find, and we use this technique, moving together, to prevent any danger thing falling of one of our own, so kind of tied up each other. Still far away, I guess.
We move steadily between boulders until we reach here, the Shark Fin Point. As the name suggests, it's a magnificent natural rock formation that resembles a shark fin. At 4,600 meters above sea level, the air is difficult to breathe in. Low oxygen poses a fatal threat to climbers like us by way of AMS, acute mountain sickness. AMS is the body's reaction to lack of oxygen. Symptoms may include dizziness or harsh headache, or worse, vomiting, inability to move, even unconsciousness. Because of that, we're moving slowly but steady to accustom our body to the lack of oxygen. And here we are at the summit, the Trikora West Summit that we've been yearning for over the past weeks. Yes, in the heart of Papua, atop one of the highest mountains in Indonesia, we raise our flag. This experience opened a new horizon for us to see more beauty of Indonesia deep in her beautiful heart.